What's going on, Aquarius? How are you doing? Hope you're doing super well. This is the Autistic Mystic, and this is going to be your reading for the week of November 20th through the 26th, 2023. So, in this reading, Aquarius, we're going to take a look at your overall general energy for the upcoming week. We're going to take a look at some things you do not see coming. We're also going to get some advice from your angels and spirit guides and so much more regarding the 20th to the 26th of November 2023. But before we begin this reading, Aquarius, as always, I do want to take a moment to let you know that you are very welcome here in this space with me as we go through this reading, and I really do appreciate you in advance for taking the time to check this reading out. Now, if this general reading happens to resonate with you, Aquarius, definitely smash that like button, subscribe down below if you have not already for future updates. I would also really appreciate that over here, Aquarius. So without further ado, I'm now going to pull the energy for you, and we'll see what's coming your way for November 20th to the 26th, 2023. As always, I would like to thank the angels, the interdimensional beings, and the spirit guides who are overseeing this act of divination for the sign of Aquarius. Okay, really interesting energy that you have going on here, Aquarius. Some of you really have no idea what you're doing right now, and I don't say that in a negative way. There's just a lot of, it seems to me like you're really questioning the direction of your life at this time. Things could seem very unclear to you right now, but in the back of your mind, you might secretly know where something is going. I don't know. Before we get into it seems just like it's a crazy week for you, to be honest. So before we get into the tarot, let's go ahead and start this reading off with some pre-shuffled oracle cards. And these oracle cards contain the information or the energy that you need to embody for your own highest good, the energy you need to take on for your own highest good for the 20th to the 26th. And the first one you have is completion. And this is the final major arcana card in traditional tarot. It's the World, and it talks about going through the hero's journey and arriving at a place of finality or ending. But you know, the World card talks about an ending that includes a gift. Okay, it like you've been through some sort of ups and downs with something, and now it's finally going to close out. So there's definitely something in your life, Aquarius, that is now over, like a big long period. Like you don't get to the World without going through a lot of spiritual lessons. So I feel like there's been an experience in your life. For many of you, this is going to be a relationship that's coming to an end that has taught you a lot about yourself, that is now coming to an end. And whatever's coming to an end for you as well, for some of you, for others of you, you're going to experience this energy, or what you need more of, as a long lost part of your personality is now being allowed to come out to play. Okay, so some sort of, you know, like you may have been like pretty complete, but now something happens for this week. There's some sort of aspect to your personality that has been dormant, that has been inactive, that becomes active again. And that could actually be scary for you, but it's definitely as a result of some sort of ending. Let me just jump to this, Aquarius. Your opportunity is the Two of Swords. It is a no card. And your challenge is the Tower. Okay, and I really feel like there's something coming to a completion for you. It's not easy for you to walk away, but I do feel like most of the hard work is done. like whatever, because for some of you, I'm just getting it's going to be different things. For many of you, there's a relationship that's finally coming to an end. For some of you, there's going to be a place of living, a job, something. But something big, and based on your intuition, you're going to know what it is. It's over. It's completed, a certain phase of your life. So that's really good. But I feel like now that this phase is completed for you, a lot of you are going to find yourself in limbo. And sometimes that can feel worse than having a problem that you're used to. They say the devil that you know is more comfortable for you than the devil that you don't know. But I think that's actually just, kind of some sort of illusion here. So, something is definitely closing out for you. And as a result, you may not know where you're going. Now, there is this thing about a new relationship coming in for you. I don't usually jump around like this, but, in your advice, you have the Ace of Wands, the King of Wands, and the Queen of Cups. So I feel like as one door closes, another one opens for you. If you want it in love, some of you, this cycle that's closing out is not going to have to do with love. And so this new relationship that Spirit is actually advising you to go for is actually perfect for you. But for others of you, getting out of a relationship that's ending, this may feel premature, and that's why you're kind of questioning it, okay? But there's definitely a lot of shifting going on in your life right now. So the first energy you need more of is completion. It's like the world. It's like graduation day. You graduated high school even though you got D's and C's, Aquarius. Good job, and here's your gift from Mystic Grandpa. Okay, sorry. And then you have the adventure card. And this is really what Spirit, this is really what you need to embrace the unknown, okay? Because everything in reality is neutral. If at the point that you're at right now, you describe it as, oh my God, I'm more lost than ever before, you're going to get a corresponding result. If you describe it as, oh my God, I have more freedom than I ever before, I don't know where life is taking me, and this is actually exciting, and this is actually a cause for celebration, you're going to get a corresponding, kind of rainbow, golden, result here. And there is this aspect here that you need to, whatever, and I got this very strongly, as a result of something coming to completion for you, there's a very real part of your persona. It's not fake, okay, you could call it a part of your soul. There's a very real part of your soul that's now becoming active. Something that you couldn't successfully embody before, now it's a personality trait that's becoming active for you. And you need to really explore it with fun, okay, instead of stress, okay, because this new beginning and this new cycle that you're now in, because the other one closed out, it's almost like it's definitely going to stress you out this week. And so your mindset is crucial to how this is going to go, because everything in life is neutral, okay? But I do feel, all right. And then, the next frequency you need more of is change. And this is similar to the Wheel of Fortune. And the Wheel of Fortune talks about the wheel of your fate is starting to spin. So whatever cycle is closing out for you, I do feel is like from a higher level, is like verified from a higher level, okay? And there's now an opportunity for you to go really far and fast and, potentially enter into a new relationship here, Aquarius, because for some of you, this could have to do with a water sign. This could have to do with a fire sign is what I'm getting. For some of you, it doesn't have to be that. But with this change energy is what you need more of is don't be afraid to change. And understand that change is the only constant. Okay, so you need completion, adventure, and change. So, and now there is this message. There definitely is a message that I was getting when I was sitting with the energy before I started turning the camera on for you. That, the reason why your challenge is a tower for some of you, I don't actually sense that this is the vast majority of Aquariuses out there, thank God, but I do feel like for some of you listening to this, if you decide to stubbornly, hold on to something that should have already been completed, to not change, to not let this major, part of your life go, you can definitely expect a life-changing event to happen. You can definitely expect the universe to rip this out of your hands. And so for some of you that are in a very negative state right now listening to this because you know you need to change something, I can promise you, you taking a free will step to change it yourself, even if it's scary, even if you have to deal with the unknown and uncertainty, it's actually going to be better for you than dealing with the repercussions of staying in something where you're literally targeted by the universe. Because right now, for some of you, the universe is like this. Just waiting. Just wait. Like, when are we going to shoot? Okay, but most of you don't have to deal with that, but some of you do. And of course, it's nuanced, okay? Because you have 2 major arcanas in what you need more of. So this is very spiritual. All right. So let's just get into the tarot. Your opportunity is the 2 of Swords here, Aquarius. And I actually feel for a lot of you, the opportunity is to not know exactly where you're going. You have in the overall general energy, the moon, which has to do with the unknown. It has to do with things are not very clear. Things seem cloudy. And I would advise you to embrace that. Okay. This is definitely about embracing the fact that I don't know. Okay, now for some of you, this opportunity with the 2 of Swords is definitely saying no to something. You have to take the step to close out this cycle. You have to take the step to say, no, this is completed, I'm not going back to it. Whatever it is, it's going to be different things for different Aquariuses. But you actually there's an opportunity for you to say no. Because what some of you are going to do is you're going to leave the door to this old cycle cracked open. And you have the right to do that, but I just think that the universe is clearly saying it's not going to go well if you do that, but I don't know, you do what you want. But then you have the Tower in your challenge, Aquarius, okay? And I just feel like this is where you're at right now for many of you. You feel like the foundation of your life that you've been used to, even if it's a crappy tower you've been dwelling in, you're being thrown out. And for some of you that are going to stay in the tower, you're going to stay in the Twin Towers even though it was already hit by a plane, and you're going to say, well, this one won't get hit. I don't know. I don't think this. I think you got to get out now. But even if you've already jumped out of the tower, your challenge is that you're in a suspended state. Okay, you're floating down, waiting to hit the earth. When is this floaty feeling of leaving this behind going to crash? And you have to be strong during this is what I get. I feel like you will. But we're going to have to clarify what it's really about in a moment to get more information. But this reading is literally just about there's a new love opportunity for you and a major phase of your life is closing out. So for some of you that are on a spiritual wave, this could look like one door closes, another one opens. The thing about this reading is there's nothing really for most of you, about hermiting away. Even if you need space for yourself as one cycle closes out, even if you need space to be alone, there's going to be ample opportunity for you to still be extroverted and for you to do things and you to live a life. There's nothing about you caving away by yourself if that's not what you want. Okay, for some of you it's there if you want it, but there's this new relationship thing. Your overall general energy for the 20th to the 26th is the Moon, the Page of Swords, and also, the King of Swords here. So for some of you, you may have a very serious person around you that's helping you through this. There could be someone around you from the 20th to the 26th that's, kind of like an air sign man, a little bit cold energy. You may be feeling that, but it may actually be good for you to rip out because you have this energy. I feel like you're questioning the unknown for the most part from the 20th to the 26th. You're like, I don't know where my life is going, but you know what? A decision has been made. And here's the thing. Around the 20th, I see you still being confused, but when it comes to the 26th, you're showing up more as the King of Swords, something is finally, a decision has been made, etc. So I like that, but it's definitely a little bit of a cold, confusing week, which shouldn't really be a problem for you, Aquarius, but I just get cold decisions having to be made, and that could be what this reading is about. Your opportunity is the Two of Swords is just to make a very cold decision. There's no empathy here. Here's the thing. When it comes to your opportunity, we're going to have to clarify. There's not a lot of warm, fuzzy feelings, So maybe there's a reason for that. And then when it comes, Aquarius, to what you don't see coming, you have the Nine of Swords, you have the Fool, and you have the Chariot here. So those of you that have physically removed yourself from a situation, there's definitely going to be some anxiety about that. There's this new beginning. Oh my God, it's great. I have all the freedom. I have all the spiritual enlightenment. Oh my God, it's great. But then it's really making me sad here. It's still keeping you up. There's still something you're thinking about. For some of you, it's just going to be the apathy of options. Now that this major cycle that you kind of had to be in, from a spiritual level is what I'm getting. Now that it's closed out, you actually do have freedom. Like, you have a lot of freedom. And for some of you, I'm getting that, like, literally, like, you, and some of you are not going to like this or whatever because it doesn't buy into your belief system, fine. But for many of you, I do feel like this energy of you were held in, like, a karmic cycle. Like, there was almost, like, some sort of, like, karmic debt that you had to pay off, and now that's being released, and now it's like, well, I don't know what to do. It's like, if the universe isn't telling me what to do, I don't know what to do. And I feel like there's anxiety about the freedom in your life now, because here's the thing. The Chariot is all about freedom of movement. I can go up, down, left, right, zigzag, okay? And I'm also divinely protected to move forward now. And because you're divinely protected to move forward, it's on you. And that sounds a little bit counterintuitive. You're protected to move forward, and how is that on me? Because you have so much freedom now that any sort of decision that you make, you can't just blame on, you know, this crappy cycle, this karma. It's on you. So there is an element of, like, and even in your overall general energy, it's like there's this element of you taking responsibility for your life more and for your mind more, okay? Now, here's where it gets, like, fun. I don't know what's going on. For some of you, this is going to be the energy that Spirit is advising you to embody. But for most of you, I feel like there's a relationship. In your advice, you have the Queen of Cups, you have the King of Wands, and you have the Ace of Wands here. And so I feel like there is a really passionate, loving-filled relationship that's available to you right now as you listen to this. I feel like the person that you're dealing with is going to help you get out of this cycle, okay? And you may have to honor that. But for some of you, it's very emotional for you, or it's just very, like, difficult for you to close out the cycle and then move into this new relationship. Some of you are going to love it, though. But for some of you as well, you know, you could be getting, like, guilt tripped, but, you know, whatever you're leaving behind, like, the energy I can feel, like, doesn't want to let you go. And so that may be part of what you're feeling. If you're not feeling these emotions for yourself, you're feeling it for other people. So, or whatever is losing its grip on you, you know. So let's go ahead, though, and start clarifying this reading for you. So, Aquarius, let's go ahead. Let's clarify the moon. All right, what is this, you know, what is this unknown, this kind of scary darkness that you're going through? This illusion that you're sorting through as well. Let's see. Okay, interesting. The moon is clarified by the King of Swords, the Seven of Pentacles, and also the Emperor here. When it comes to your overall general energy. So with this, I feel like you're questioning your stability right now. Okay, there could be someone, like, this is not your energy. I feel like this is someone you're connecting to. The King of Swords is here twice in your overall general energy. This could represent you deciding to close a chapter and ghost someone, or not ghost, but close a chapter and just be very cold and say, I'm not dealing with this anymore. I'm using my mind as the King of Swords to close this completion cycle out that I have invested in for a long time. For others of you, this is actually to do with the new relationship that you feel. Okay, like, am I going to invest in this or not? Okay, like, because the Seven of Pentacles is about investment. It's about you receiving the fruits of your labor, like all this stuff starting to pop up. And I feel like with this energy, there is a question of, like, serious investment, and that's where your confusion is coming from. Is this the right person for me to invest in, or is it not? You know, type of energy. And you could be dealing with someone who's a little bit, like, unemotional or cold for this week. But yeah, it's interesting, Aquarius. Why is there all these men? Why is there King of Swords, Emperor, King of Swords? I don't know. Maybe. Yeah. Okay. Let's just keep going. Thanks for bearing with me today. Let's go ahead and clarify why the Two of Swords is your opportunity. What do you need to say no to here? Or what is that about? Okay. The Two of Swords is clarified by the Eight of Pentacles and also the Queen of Swords here. And I feel like there's no more working on this. I just feel like for you, Aquarius, whatever cycle you're trying to close out or you are closing out, right? Like the big one that you can't ignore. You're going to know what I'm talking about based on your intuition. You can't keep trying to like fix it, you know? Because the Eight of Pentacles is about hard work, fixing, production, and the Queen of Swords is about like someone saying like, And it's interesting you have the King of Swords and the Queen of Swords now in this reading all over the place. Now you also have the Page of Pentacles and the Six of Swords here when it comes to this energy in your opportunity. So I feel like, yeah, there is this energy of like trying to still work on something that has no business being worked on in your life, or or trying to. Some of you trying to like be the bigger person. It's just not working though. I don't know. I'm not really. I hope you're resonating with this, Aquarius. Let's just keep going. Let's clarify why the King of Swords is here, since it keeps coming out so much. This could be the new person you're dealing with. Yeah, Temperance. Yeah, this new person that you're dealing with, they could be like a little too serious for your liking, is what I sense. But behind that, there's a lot of love, actually. Okay, well, I mean, the King of Swords is clarified by the Temperance card, the Ten of Swords, and also the Chariot here. So, for a lot of you, I feel like this isn't to do with like a new person. I feel like this is still you like closing out this cycle. And I feel like it's just, there's a lot going on. It's a finality, it's over in the physical world, but there's still a lot of spiritual healing going on here with the Temperance card, kind of balancing yourself out and then being ready to fully move away. Like, here's the thing, like this whole reading is about you and your opportunity is this, and you have the Chariot twice, you have the Six of Swords in your opportunity. Like, this whole reading is about fully moving away from something. And I feel like it's redundant. Like, I'm literally sitting here saying, here's what's going through my head when I'm doing this reading. I must not be connecting. This reading seems dry, it seems boring, it seems ridiculous. But that's actually the energy that you're in. And it's actually the energy that you need. And I can sit here and I can do all these things, to try to entertain you. But I feel like sometimes you just don't need entertainment. You just need what it really is. And I feel like this whole reading is about this. And it's also about this. I feel like there's some sort of soul, some sort of, you can call it karma, you can call it a soul contract, you can call it your destiny. A phase of that is closing out. Okay? And some of you, that really for some reason can't disentangle yourself from this cycle. I don't know. God bless your soul, because something's attacking your physical, if that's the case. Okay. And so, and then I just don't know, like, if you're dealing, for some of you, I definitely feel like there is a new love situation, but it's just so tied up with other things. Because why in your advice, there's the Queen of Cups, the King of Wands, and the Ace of Wands. I mean, that's a passionate new beginning in love, is what I feel it is. Okay. And there's like a good mix here, but yeah, so it's almost like for some of you, one soul thing is closing out and another soul contract opens, is what I'm sensing. I know this reading's very vague, but let's clarify why the Fool is the centerpiece to your reading. Yeah, there's a new beginning of no more. Yeah, the Fool is clarified by, first of all, the Four of Cups, which is just kind of lacking love. So this new beginning is going to feel like this first. Oh my God, I can't believe I'm missing out on this thing. But deep down, you know you're not missing out on it because it's freaking closing out. But then you have the High Priestess, the Four of Wands, and also the Fool, clarifying the Fool. So this, once again, this new beginning is just like double whammy amplified. You have so much spiritual energy being fed into your life right now to go into a new direction. Trust your intuition. Trust that a rite of passage is closing out in your life. And I really feel like you have a lot to look forward to with this energy. But first, you need to really graduate. Here, like the frequency of this reading is that, high school or college is over, but you still haven't attended the graduation ceremony. That's what this is really about. So I don't know if you need to do some sort of ritual or you need to do something to like finalize this completion, but that is what I would suggest because it seems like there's just still something open-ended, and for some of you you're fine, but for some of you, depending on how much you allow that open-endedness to happen, you become a target for weird things to happen synchronistically, negative synchronicity to enter your life. For a lot of you, definitely. But then you have all this stuff. And so I feel like this is a new relationship. Let's go ahead and see like what it is. I mean, why is, first of all, the King of Wands here for you in your advice? Why is the King of Wands here in your advice? You have the Sun. You have the Hierophant. And you have the Three of Wands. Yeah. There's definitely a new relationship on the horizon for you at the very least. It definitely entails commitment and happiness. The Sun, these are two major arcana cards here, Aquarius. And so some of you are like slowly moving into this relationship. You may be talking to this person. But I feel like this relationship is full of passion for you. And Spirit's advising you to go for it. Like, take your time, but still go forward is what it's saying. Let's clarify why the Ace of Wands is here in your advice. All right, well, the Five of Swords is here. Star in reverse. Five of Pentacles. Whatever it is that you're moving away from, Aquarius, there's definitely going to be an echo. There's definitely going to be an echo of energy that something is desperately trying to get you to come back into a crappy situation. Five of Pentacles is just awful, horrible. Star in reverse is something that's trying to be renewed, but it's already overdue. It doesn't need to be renewed anymore. You can't renew it, actually. And then the Five of Swords is just a nasty, very nasty, destructive frequency. And it's clarifying the Ace of Wands. So, once again, for some of you that are trying to leave a relationship door cracked open, you're still defining something a certain way in your life. I think, it could take away from a new relationship, but it also could really just... Here's actually what this whole reading is about. This reading, Aquarius, is about you closing out a cycle to protect your own future timelines, is what I'm getting. I'm getting that you're at such a crucial and I don't know how other way to translate it other than to do a reading where I feel like I'm just saying the same thing and it's dry because the Spirit is saying they only need to hear one message, Austin. There is this thing here, Aquarius, that right now, every single one of you listening to this, if you choose to stay in a cycle that's long over, then a lot of the future timelines that are great, that are full of happiness for you, are going to be not there anymore. So it's really up to you. And I don't know why Spirit's like telling me to do it this way, but you also have this new major opportunity for a new commitment right now. And I don't know why I'm like not getting as excited about that as I could, because I feel like you still need to just be like, puzzle piece gone. And remember, like I said, there is this new aspect of your personality that's going to be able to come out now as a result of this new cycle. So I know this reading was a little bit whatever, but I think I gave you exactly what you needed. So with that being said, I'm going to conclude this reading, Aquarius. I love you.